Verstappen is losing trust in Red Bull as RB21 is looking questionable. Mercedes W16 looks like a Red Bull clone, and Aston desperately needs Newey's input for 2026. Do consider subbing to the channel. Let's get into the latest F1 news. Can Mercedes make a comeback and prove their understanding of the current F1 regulations before they are thrown out for the new ones? In a world where the rules keep evolving, Mercedes has launched its W16, embarking on what could be their last chance at glory in this regulation cycle. Despite not having the best luck with the ground effect regulations, the Brackley-based squad is determined to turn the tide this final year. The 2024 season was undoubtedly a struggle, as Mercedes found itself slipping to 4th place in the Constructors' Championship. Quite a fall from grace for a team that once dominated. Now, with the end of the current regulatory era in sight, they must harness everything they've learned over the past few years to redeem themselves. Technical Director James Allison, who returned to oversee technical advancements, then expressed his excitement about the upcoming challenges. The team had struggled since 2021, following a new succession plan that did not pan out as intended. Mike Elliott, Allison's successor, led the team down a path that didn't yield the anticipated performance levels, making the task even tougher. In 2022, a bittersweet victory at the Brazilian Grand Prix added to their challenges. George Russell's triumph, while celebrated, complicated their design strategy, leading the team to cling to a model that wasn't as effective as it needed to be. Allison described this duality of emotions during that time, feeling somewhat out of place amid the team's struggle. However, his return brought fresh perspectives and a revitalized strategy aimed at moving the team forward. A pivotal upgrade package rolled out during the Monaco Grand Prix in 2023 began to shift the momentum for Mercedes. By 2024, the impact of Allison's leadership on the new W15 was undeniable. Both Russell and Lewis Hamilton showcased the car's potential, achieving 4 victories as they pushed through the season. Nonetheless, it became evident that while the W15 exhibited remarkable speed at times, its flexibility fell short compared to competitors like McLaren and Ferrari. Despite upgrades that helped them make strides, Mercedes found itself wrestling with the balance and drivability of the car. As they head into the 2025 season, Mercedes is at a crucial juncture. The promotion of Kimi Antonelli alongside Russell marks a fresh chapter, but it also signals a reflective period on the past 3 years of missed opportunities in the current regulations. The pressure is palpable as they aim to craft a machine that maximizes their learnings before the current set of rules is retired. The W16 is positioned as their final opportunity to truly showcase what they have learned from years of development, and though the prospect of focusing on the 2026 regulations is alluring, the team is committed to leaving no stone unturned in their quest for success in 2025. As they prepare for this monumental season, significant changes have been implemented into the W16, effectively taking cues from previous iterations. While rivals like Aston Martin are opting for drastic aerodynamic shifts, Mercedes has embraced an evolutionary approach. Russell is optimistic, asserting that this evolution will create a significant change in the car's competitiveness. Mercedes stands on the cusp of a crucial turning point, uniting past lessons and innovative designs in pursuit of capturing their legacy before a new era dawns in Formula One. Will the W16 finally be the car to reclaim their dominance? With anticipation mounting, fans and the team alike eagerly await the unveiling of what could be a game-changer on the grid. As the countdown to the preseason testing in Bahrain continues, Mercedes is leaving no stone unturned. The team understands the importance of thorough evaluations to avoid past pitfalls. They've adopted a more disciplined approach this time around, focusing heavily on simulator running to anticipate and mitigate issues. This strategic shift is a significant part of their commitment to refining the W16. With the new front suspension and aerodynamic changes stealing the spotlight, the W16 aims to tackle the problems that have hampered Mercedes in previous seasons. Team principal Toto Wolff notes, "We've been concentrating on making improvements in the areas that held us back last year. Their goal? to ensure the car not only performs but does so consistently across different track conditions. The team is aware that they have reached a more mature phase with these regulations. As Allison highlighted, making significant lap time gains is increasingly challenging, and they've prioritized correcting the W15's reluctance to turn in slow corners. Addressing tire temperature inconsistencies has also become a focal point, setting the stage for a more competitive edge. Throughout the testing, the scrutiny will be on how the W16 handles specific sectors, particularly the slow corners of the Bahrain International Circuit. Turn 8 and Turn 10 will be critical indicators to gauge if the weaknesses of the W15 linger in the new chassis. Despite the intense focus on this season, the team acknowledges that the shifting regulations next year could ease the pressure. Even if a title win slips through their fingers this time, it won't overshadow the potential for learning and growth as they look beyond 2025. For George Russell, this year represents a transition into a leadership role, and he's determined to leverage the W16 to mount a serious challenge for the World Championship. As he prepares to join the testing alongside young talent Antonelli, expectations are high. With the stakes elevated and the future of Mercedes in focus, all eyes are set on the Bahrain track. Can the W16 deliver the improvements that are crucial for their resurgence? The testing sessions will surely reveal if Mercedes is ready to reclaim its place at the top of Formula One. Stay tuned as we follow their journey through the preseason and beyond. Lewis Hamilton has officially made his debut as a Ferrari driver, and the buzz surrounding his transition from Mercedes is palpable. After spending 12 seasons with the Silver Arrows, Hamilton's move to Ferrari comes at a pivotal moment in his career as he chases a record-breaking 8th world title at the age of 40. Bernie Ecclestone stirred the pot recently by predicting that Hamilton won't last that long at Ferrari. This statement hasn't gone unnoticed, with former F1 driver Christian Danner echoing similar sentiments, expressing skepticism about Hamilton's chances of securing another championship with the iconic team. As Hamilton embarks on this new chapter with Ferrari, the world watches closely. Since Hamilton clinched his 7th title back in 2020, he has faced fierce competition and heartbreak. Who can forget the dramatic finale of the 2021 season in Abu Dhabi, where Hamilton lost his chance at a historic 8th title in the final moments? Meanwhile, Ferrari has experienced its fair share of disappointments since their last championship win back in 2007. The tension surrounding both Hamilton and Ferrari builds, especially after the emotional roller coaster of Felipe Massa's near victory in 2008, where he was technically world champion for a mere 39 seconds before Hamilton snatched the title away. But what does the future hold for Hamilton at Ferrari? 4 key tasks lie ahead on his to-do list as he transitions into this prestigious role. There's speculation that his move, while monumental, may also come at the wrong time. Danner isn't convinced that Hamilton can transform Ferrari's frustrations into victories, citing concerns about car performance and internal competition against teammate Charles Leclerc. He warned, he's not going to become world champion whistling. The path to glory isn't a straight shot, especially in the highly competitive environment of Ferrari. Danner reflects on Michael Schumacher's early years with the team, reminding us that success doesn't happen overnight. It took years for Schumacher to build a winning combination that included a top-notch technical team and a car that dominated in every aspect. As Hamilton steps into this new era at Ferrari, the challenges are evident, but so too is the potential for greatness. With the weight of expectations on his shoulders, fans around the globe hold their breath to see if their hero can overcome the odds and finally secure that elusive 8th title. The road ahead may be filled with obstacles, but in the world of Formula One, anything can happen. Will Lewis Hamilton rise to the occasion, or is this a chapter that could end sooner than anticipated? Only time will tell. Danner isn't the only one expressing concern about the partnership between Lewis Hamilton and Ferrari. Recently, former F1 chief Bernie Ecclestone weighed in, predicting that Hamilton may not complete his reported 3-year contract with the team. At 94 years old, Ecclestone voiced his concerns to The Telegraph, stating quite bluntly, he won't last that long. His skepticism is rooted in Hamilton's current state of mind. According to Ecclestone, Hamilton may be feeling fatigued and lacking the motivation that once drove him to compete relentlessly. If he never won a world championship, Ecclestone says, it might be different, but he's won 7. That raises interesting questions about what keeps a driver going once they've achieved the highest accolades in their sport. Danner believes fans should take Ecclestone's prediction seriously, suggesting that it could unfold just as the former boss of F1 envisions. Bernie is a bit sarcastic, but you certainly can't underestimate him, he noted, reflecting on Ecclestone's clear and bold opinions about Hamilton's shift to Ferrari. The potential difficulties of adapting to this new partnership in such a short time frame could prove challenging. Danner continues, Bernie comes from a completely different time and has always done what he wanted. It can happen just like that, but we'll see how he's going to do. While it's exciting to see Lewis Hamilton in a Ferrari, we cannot overlook the impact of Ecclestone's insights. As the Formula One world gears up for the 2025 season, all eyes will be on the upcoming preseason tests in Bahrain. It's here where we'll likely gain a clearer picture of how Hamilton and his team, Ferrari, are faring together amid the challenges. The question remains, can Hamilton adapt his style to this new chapter, or will the hurdles become too great? In the ever-evolving landscape of F1, only time will reveal the answers. When the lights go out and the engines roar, will we witness Hamilton thriving under Ferrari's banner, or a quick turn of fate? Stay tuned as we watch this story unfold on the track. What if you could trade your screen for the ultimate F1 lifestyle? Buckle up, because we're about to drop the green flag on an opportunity you can't afford to miss. Imagine this, $750 to spend on Shein, no strings attached. Think official team jerseys, limited edition caps, race day sneakers, or even a leather jacket that screams P1 vibes. This isn't a drill, it's your shot to fuel your F1 passion. But wait, how do you grab it? 3 quick tasks. 3. That's fewer than the laps in a sprint race. 1. Click the link below. 2. Complete the tasks in 30 seconds flat. 3. Browse Shein's F1 collection and boom, you're in the running. Think it's too good to be true? I myself managed to buy new Ferrari merch. I thought it was a prank until my cart hit $750. The clock's live, people. Every second wasted is a rival fan edging closer to your gift card. This giveaway's got a hard stop, like a race with no safety car. Why let someone else wear that Ferrari jacket you've been eyeing? Or miss out on a retro Schumacher hoodie? This is your moment. Strike fast, like Max on Fresh Softs. Don't just watch the season, own it. Style your pit stop outfits, rep your favorite team, or go full VIP with a head-to-toe F1 look. Shein's got it all, and your $750 spree starts now. This is more than a giveaway, it's your ticket to the F1 lifestyle. Hit the link, blaze through those tasks, and imagine the checkered flag waving just for you. The upcoming 2025 Formula One season is a hot topic, especially among the Verstappen camp. There's a palpable sense of optimism surrounding Red Bull's new challenger, the RB21. But it's not without concerns. Max Verstappen's father, Jos, has voiced worries that if this new car doesn't show significant improvements, it could jeopardize their chances in the future. Max is chasing a remarkable 5th consecutive world championship, and the RB21 is critical to achieving that goal. Although Verstappen has faced challenges in the past, like a mid-season slump during the last season, he's managed to maintain focus and secure titles. However, as the new season approaches, the stakes are higher. Entering 2025, it's all about the competition. Red Bull will be going head-to-head with fierce rivals such as McLaren, Ferrari, and Mercedes, all of whom have their sights firmly set on championship glory. This anticipation builds excitement for what fans hope will be an unforgettable racing season. As it's the final year under the current regulations, we can expect a major shift soon with new chassis and power unit rules set to take effect in 2026. This change brings uncertainty, but it also creates a fresh playing field. There's talk of a potential shakeup in the hierarchy of teams, which might influence driver performances and team strategies in significant ways. Interestingly, there's some speculation about Max's future, with whispers linking him to Mercedes and Aston Martin, Red Bull's decision makers, including Helmut Marko and Christian Horner, have confirmed that Verstappen's contract contains performance-related clauses. This means if the RB21 doesn't meet expectations, the champ's loyalty might be put to the test as he considers his options leading into 2026. The RB21 is quite unique. It's the first Red Bull car not to bear the influence of renowned F1 designer Adrian Newey. Instead, the design responsibility has shifted to Pierre Wache. As Max's father looks to see if this new era can sustain their success, he recognizes that the performance of the RB21 is crucial for the team's future. Joe shares valuable insight, expressing that they are currently in a waiting game. With testing just around the corner, it's a nerve-wracking time. It's a matter of waiting and hoping that Red Bull has made a good car, because that is incredibly important for Max, he notes. Furthermore, the uncertainty surrounding the competition makes the challenge even more daunting. Can they still do it? Yus questions, referring to the capabilities of the new team personnel to deliver a competitive car. The pressure is on, not only for this season, but also moving forward. Just emphasizes that if Red Bull cannot deliver a strong performance now, there could be lingering doubts for the future seasons. So, as we gear up for F1 2025, the spotlight remains on Red Bull and the RB21. Can they continue their legacy and meet the high expectations? Fans and analysts alike are eager to find out. The countdown to the new season begins, and all eyes are on Red Bull to see if they can rise to the challenge. As we gear up for the F1 2025 season, excitement is building around the new cars and their capabilities. Red Bull's latest creation, the RB21, is set to make its debut on February 25th in Bahrain, followed by a critical preseason test from February 26th to 28th. This car comes after a less than stellar performance at the 2024 Italian Grand Prix, which many believe spurred the team to reassess their strategies. Max Verstappen spoke candidly about the RB21, suggesting that the team is actively working to address previous shortcomings. He emphasized the importance of achieving a better balance and embracing new approaches, stating, "I think we do understand where the issues were coming from." However, he cautioned that only time will tell how effectively the adjustments will translate into performance on the track. Interestingly, when asked if he had tested the RB21 in the simulator, Verstappen admitted he hadn't spent much time in it, preferring instead to focus on the real experience. This indicates a confidence that true performance can only be gauged in live runs, underscoring the anticipation leading up to the Bahrain tests. In other thrilling news, Verstappen was recently spotted during an Aston Martin GT test, following rumors of a colossal $1 billion deal. These whispers add layers of intrigue to the F1 landscape, though specifics remain under wraps. Meanwhile, tension remains palpable within the Red Bull camp, particularly regarding the potential deficits of the F1 2026 engine. Verstappen's practical approach reflects his understanding of the sport's unpredictable nature. If it's bad, it's bad. If it's good, it's good. Life goes on. This pragmatic mindset could be crucial as teams anticipate fresh challenges in the upcoming seasons. As we look ahead, the F1 world is abuzz with speculation and expectations. The combination of new car designs, such as the Mercedes W16 and the preseason testing excitement, sets the stage for riveting races. Fans are eager to see which teams will rise to the occasion and how drivers' helmets will showcase their unique styles this season. With the excitement palpable, the countdown to the first race is on. Who will take charge in this thrilling automotive showdown? The answers await us on the track. Adrian Newey's transition to Aston Martin has been a hot topic in the racing world, and for good reason. As he takes on his role focused on the new 2026 F1 car, team boss Andy Cowell is confident that Newey's influence will be tangible from day one. Having just wrapped up his impressive tenure at Red Bull, where his creation, the RB20, clinched the 2024 Drivers' Championship, Newey is set to bring his unique expertise to Aston Martin's Silverstone headquarters starting March 3rd. His track record is hard to dispute. 26 championship titles, including an astounding 14 drivers and 12 constructors championships. But this next chapter is not just about numbers. It's about navigating a new technical era and pushing Aston Martin toward their goal of becoming serious contenders in Formula One. Newey's primary focus is undoubtedly on the 2026 car, a challenge that comes with designing in a sport that's constantly evolving. But his extensive experience makes him an invaluable asset even as the team launches their current car, the AMR25. His insights will help shape not just the future, but the present performance of Aston Martin. Speaking of the AMR25, it showcases some ambitious redesigns aimed at competing fiercely on the grid. During its recent online launch, it was clear that Aston Martin is moving in a bold new direction. Team principal Cowell emphasized Newey's exceptional ability to integrate multiple engineering disciplines, which adds an exciting layer to team dynamics. One of Newey's rare traits is his adeptness at interpreting drivers' insights, translating them into actionable data for the engineering team. Cowell notes that Newey is one of the few in the industry who can bridge the gap between aerodynamics and the nuances of vehicle dynamics. This unique skill set positions him to extract essential feedback from drivers, ensuring that the telemetry data reflects the real driving experience, ultimately leading to crucial performance improvements. As the Aston Martin team gears up to harness his impact, Cowell remains optimistic about the benefits that will emerge in the near term. Newey's arrival could spark a wave of motivation and innovation, leading to quicker lap times and a more competitive car on track. In conclusion, Adrian Newey isn't just joining Aston Martin. He's bringing a legacy of innovation and success that the team hopes to channel into their future endeavors. As we look toward 2026, the anticipation builds not just for the car, but for the potential that comes with having one of the sport's greatest talents on board. Despite a refreshing challenge ahead, the immediate effects of his expertise may reshape Aston Martin's race performance sooner than we think. As Aston Martin gears up for an exciting season ahead, the spotlight is on the evolution of their F1 car and the invaluable insights of renowned engineer Adrian Newey. While artificial intelligence is becoming increasingly integral in the motorsport world, Cowell emphasizes that it can never fully replace the human creativity that legends like Newey bring to the table. Cowell states, "Human creativity is hard to quantify." He acknowledges the concerns about AI overshadowing human ingenuity, but argues that AI should be viewed as a supplementary tool that enhances, rather than stifles, creative thinking. With Newey's extensive experience and unique vision, his contributions promise to elevate Aston Martin's performance potential. As we anticipate his arrival next month, the team is eager to harness that expertise, celebrating the balance between human insight and technological advancements. Recently, Aston Martin F1 drivers Fernando Alonso and Lance Stroll showcased the new AMR25 during a filming day. This sleek machine features significant upgrades, including a revamped front wing and striking new side pods. These changes are positioned to give the team a competitive edge as they prepare for preseason testing at the Bahrain International Circuit starting this week. As preseason testing approaches, questions linger about how teams, including Aston Martin, will fare against established rivals. Christian Horner from Red Bull hints at deeper-rooted challenges ahead, indicating that last year's issues are just the tip of the iceberg. Fernando Alonso's bold predictions regarding Newey's impact highlight the excitement surrounding this collaboration. Alonso believes Newey can spark transformative changes within the team, making them a force to reckon with. This aligns with the team's objectives of refusing to let talent go to waste and nurturing a culture that thrives on creativity and innovation. Fans are buzzing with anticipation as F1 2025 unfolds. With so much to discover about the strategic moves of teams and drivers, we're left on the edge of our seats, eager for insights from the Bahrain testing and a glimpse into the thrill the new season has to offer. Stay tuned as we continue to explore the unfolding dynamics of Formula One and what's next for Aston Martin.